This clip is going to be very hard to watch, but this story is absolutely worth discussing. Let's talk. Oh boy. Wow. Drew Titan with the Painful Excellence podcast, and yes, that was painful to watch. Especially when you hear about the outcome. This story is now a little over 2 years old. I saw the video fairly recently. This happened in my borough, the Bronx. I'm very familiar with the area this happened in, actually. Didn't know about it. I didn't know about it until fairly recently. I stand myself corrected. I heard about it, but I never saw the video. And wow. Let's take a trip down memory lane to what is this? 2020, May 25th of 2020. This is from the New York Post. I'll put the link in the description for those of you that care to read this. But the purpose of me sharing this story is people, you have to be in control of your surroundings. You have to be in control of who's around you 100% of the time. And you have to recognize friend from foe. Now, I don't know what level of dysfunction in which the people involved were operating under until I read this story. I didn't realize until I read this. This is what you call things escalating very fast. And I'm just going to read this story to you, and I'll put the link in the description, like I said. All right, escalating. It went from this to something else to something else. All right, so it reads, video shows women tussling, falling off a New York City fire escape in a wild incident. Okay? Shocking video captures the moment a woman fell from a Bronx fire escape while tussling with a man through a window. All part of a wild incident later ended with a guy killing another person, police and sources said Monday. So this led to other things. All right, so this one, now let me be very clear. I read this story already. This woman made a decision to do something that she had no business doing, of course. It resulted in this situation, which escalated to two men getting into another situation and somebody dying. All because this woman made a decision to do something crazy. I'm going to read further. Cops at first said 35-year-old, this is what they said at first, 35-year-old, she was 35, Erica Morell, just fell from a third-floor fire escape at the Marion Avenue building in Fordham Manor around 3:15 p.m. Sunday, leaving her in critical but stable condition. That's what they said at first. But the law enforcement sources revealed to the Post on Monday exactly why and how Morell plunged from the building, adding that the twisted incident appears to have led to a death hours later. Okay, the police source said Morell is believed to have been feuding with another woman over money and drugs and went to the apartment of the lady's boyfriend, Dwayne Murray. At that time, he was 29, to confront her there. So this woman went to her boyfriend's house, checking for her over some money. So she went to the man's house. So already we had a recipe for disaster. Already. All right. When the woman wouldn't let Morell in, that's when Morell climbs the fire escape with a knife, the source said. Okay, so that was what she was doing up there. She climbed the fire escape. She went to the door. on the inside, didn't let her in. All right, so you figured that would be the end of it. But, you know, she is a woman and she is unstoppable, and, you know, she's you know, Wonder Woman, I guess. So she says, you know, F that. I want my money, I want my drugs or whatever's going on, and I don't care whose house she's in. I'm going to climb the fire escape, and I'm getting in that house, and I'm going to get compliance. I'm going to get my money. I'm going to get my drugs. Never mind the fact that there's a man there. You hear what I said, right? Never mind the fact that there's a man there. I'm going to get mine. All right. She's banging on the window, causing it to break. Dwayne came to the window. She backed away, lost her footing, and fell. The dramatic 15-second video taken by a bystander posted on Facebook, widely shared online and confirmed by police as being from the incident. Shows Morrell scrapping with Murray through the window before she fell. What the uck, the bystander says during the incident, according to the video. I didn't play the original audio because there's music there, and, you know, YouTube is weird about, you know, copyrighted music or whatever. I don't know who would put a rap song behind that. That's just crazy. Whatever, man. Morrell hit the fire escape one story below before belly flopping to the ground. The footage shows she was taken to St. Barnabas Hospital in critical but stable condition. Her condition was later upgraded to stable, authorities said. Meanwhile, Murray was treated at the hospital scene for injuries from the broken window. So when she cracked the window, he had some injuries. Whatever. Okay, fine. But that wasn't the worst of it. That wasn't the worst of it for him that day, the police source says. People soon started threatening him and accusing him of pushing Erica out the window, the police source said. So people see it and automatically assume that he was wrong. So now he's getting threatened for this woman climbing up 3 stories trying to break into his apartment with a knife, chasing another girl in his apartment, because that was his girl was there visiting, and this crazy woman came to the door at first, didn't get in, and then climbed up the fire escape. But now he's getting threatened by the neighborhood. You see? You see how this is turning out? You see why I'm talking about this? You have to know, you have to be so careful about who you have in your circle. All right? More on that when I finish reading this. All right. One of the people allegedly hassling Murray was Curtis Nicholas, 37, a member of the Gorilla Stone Gang, a subset of the Bloods, according to cops. There's a lot of that going around. Nicholas then turned up several hours later, fatally stabbed, and the police have charged Murray with his death. You see what I'm saying now? You see? One crazy woman made a choice to do something she had no business doing, got herself hurt, and automatically the neighborhood takes that woman's side. And now this dude shows up, and he's Curtis Nicholas, 37 years old. He's a gang member. This guy's 37 years old running in the street, ladies and gentlemen. 37 years old, running in the street. Yeah, I'm going to get you, boy. I don't know if he said that, but Murray, you know, was threatened by these guys. One of the guys that threatened him was a Blood gang member. Nicholas shows up, fatally stabbed. Understand? All right, so let me read further. When Nicholas' body was found near Marion Avenue building, officers said the same ones who had investigated Morrell's fall responded and found surveillance footage leading up to his death, the source said. The video shows Nicholas, a parolee. Now listen to this, y'all. Nicholas, a parolee with 22 arrests under his belt, arguing with Murray in front of 2705 Marion Avenue several hours earlier, a source said. The footage then allegedly shows Murray enters the building and returns with a knife, chases the victim, and assaults him. Oh my gosh. The cops who had been there earlier for the woman out of the window had come back. And when they saw the video, they say they knew it was Dwayne Murray in the footage, a source said. So it's like, yo, you just went to a crime scene. you know, they pick up the woman, take her to the hospital. Like, oh my God, okay, that's bad. So then you 1098 on patrol, you get called back to the scene, and now you're looking at surveillance, and now it's the dude chasing another guy around with a knife. He's like, yo, we just saw this. The overtime is ridiculous. All right, the cops had been there. Okay, yeah, blah blah blah. They say, yeah, that's him. That's the guy. Nicholas was found fatally stabbed 5 times. He had been arrested in the past for such crimes as robbery, aggravated harassment, burglary, assault, and possession of a weapon. Murray was soon taken into custody as a suspect in Nicholas' death and later charged with murder, manslaughter, and criminal possession of a weapon, police said. Cops have not yet decided whether to charge him with anything in Morrell's fall, sources said. Oh my God. Well, that's the article, and it'll be in the description, and here's my opinion. Here's the deal. This fella Murray, who's the guy that you see in the video, you see in the middle picture right here, he's the guy that allegedly pushed this woman trying to break into his apartment. Okay, he was in the clear for a second. All right, now she scaled the fire escape, went up to the 3rd floor with a knife and tried to break into the window. Break in to go in there with a knife, which means she knew he was home. That was his girlfriend was visiting, I guess. And this woman Morrell, she knew that wasn't her place. That was the boyfriend's house. She didn't care. She said, I'm getting in there with this knife and it's going to be what it's going to be. She did not care. And you know what? Every action has a reaction. If you're coming in my house with a knife, what you think I'm going to do? What you think I'm going to do? So as far as that's concerned, he did what he was supposed to do. I don't care if that's a woman or not. Now, all people saw was a man pushing a woman off a fire escape. Here's my question. I'm sure people saw her scaling the fire escape with that knife in her hand. It was all cute and fun and games. It was all oh my God, world star, what's she gonna do? But it wasn't fun when he saw the man handling her, and she started skydiving. He did what he was supposed to do. But it's weird how, these dudes become Captain Saberho. So you had a blood gang member who has a mental disorder anyway. Now all of a sudden, what was that, his friend? Was that his girlfriend? Was there any correlation between them? Was there any relationship? Did he know her? I don't know. But he's standing up for truth and justice now. Oh, yo, you shouldn't have did that, man. Yo, it's on. He started throwing up all these damn gang signs. Then what happened? He threatened Mr. Murray. And he said, all right, he knew what he was about. You don't play with these guys. Ain't going to be no, we're going to fight, and we're going to fight every time we see you. No, these dudes, listen, nothing's clean. I'll just say that. It's not like when I was coming up. You fight, and that's the end of it. Or you fight a couple of times in the street, and that's the end of it. No. Mr. Murray beats Mr. Nicholas behind. What do you think Mr. Nicholas is going to do? He's going to come back with 30 dudes or a gun or something. Now, how it was handled, they said they have it on surveillance. Okay, all right. Maybe he should have just whooped his ass and called the police or something. But he said he was getting threatened. So the way it's being interpreted, the way I'm reading it, is that this guy that was a gang member, he inserted himself to something that he had nothing to do with. Because it's not saying that he had any relation between this woman that fell. And I'm not being funny, but this guy is a blood gang member. She has on a blue shirt in here. Come on. So, he was just getting threatened by the block. That's what it sounds like. He was getting threatened by the block. And this was the result. And this dude, stepped to him and he juked up the 37-year-old Mr. Nicholas, and now he's expired, and Murray's going to jail, and this woman is on the floor. And now I want to point something out to y'all. This woman's in the hospital, right? I don't know her. This story's 2 years old. I'm gonna do some more research to find out, what was the result of this. All right, but this woman went to the hospital. All right, now pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. When I say you have to watch who's around you, this woman's in the hospital, right? Mr. Nicholas is dead, gang member. Mr. Murray is charged with murder and manslaughter. Did they even mention the woman's name, his girlfriend, that she was trying to come in, break in and enter to get? Did they even mention her name? No. All of this is her fault. Men, this is my message to you. You don't need to be around anyone that's bringing you drama. Friends, and especially your lady friends. Because these bitches will get you into so much trouble. I want you guys to understand something. This is a third story when she could not get in regular. So she went through the fire escape and tried to bust in there with a knife. I don't know what's going on. I don't care. But if you with a woman that's bringing you drama, what he should have did was like, no, babe, you got to go. I don't know what you got going on. Now, unless he was involved in it directly, I don't know. I'm just going off of what I'm reading in the article. I'm going to be researching more. He might have been involved. I don't know. What I do know is the bottom line, she tried to break into this guy's house with a knife. With a knife. And he was like, no, get out of here. And she took a plunge. Now, if it just stopped there, then nothing would have happened to him. They said they haven't decided whether to charge him for the fall. I'm going to assume that he'd have got off because she had a knife and you're not coming in my house. Then it would have been the thing of, who called 911 or whatever, but you don't even hear no mention of his girlfriend, whom this is all over. Now, check this out. Murray's in jail. Nicholas is dead. This woman's in the hospital. The girlfriend is on to the next. Fellas, you see what I'm saying? You always have to guard your grill. Maintain focus. You should only have people around you that's going to improve you. Not disrupt your damn zen. This dude had a woman around him that brought this. In one day, a chick went skydiving from his damn building. He had a fight with a blood member. And now he's in jail with all these charges, which includes murder. I wonder if his girlfriend is going to stick by him while this is going on. In one day this happened. Are you kidding me? This is disgusting. It's ridiculous. And it's unfortunate for all parties. Now, I don't know what's wrong with this woman, Erica. I don't even know if she survived. Like I said, I got to do more research. But the one thing that stuck out in my mind was, okay, one's in critical condition, one is dead, the other one's going in jail. What was his girlfriend's name again? Irrelevant. Drugs and money. I bet you she did all of this. It wasn't even worth $400. Look at you now. Ridiculous, man. People, we got to do better. We got to do much better. Protect yourself at all times. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like and share this video. This is Drew Titan with the Painful Excellence Podcast. I'll catch you on the rebound.